Great day to you, each my beautiful and wonderful people. Listen, you guys, I have a lot I need to unpack in this. So I'm going to be very, very, very quick. So, the Holy Spirit is truly speaking, and He needs to remind somebody on today that only His will shall prevail. Yesterday, I put out a video regarding, you're not going to have to pretend anymore with your spouse because they love you already just as you are. And he showed me that through, an episode from Living Single. Today, he shows me an episode from Girlfriends. Now, just to kind of give you a little bit of background, for those of you who really have not watched Girlfriends before, Maya and Darnell basically started out young, okay? They had been together since early teenage years, okay? And so at 16, Maya has their son, Jabari, and then they end up getting married. Not just because, Darnell felt like that was the right thing to do, but he truly loved Maya, and Maya truly loved him. I need y'all to stay with me because this is going to go fast because I have a lot I got to say. But hear me when I tell you this. They were together, okay? And then after all that time, now they're adults. And after all that time, now Maya cheats because Darnell has never cheated on her. He never had the unction to cheat on her. She never cheated on Darnell. She never had the unction to cheat on Darnell. It wasn't until they began to experience some turbulence in their marriage is when she decided she wanted to cheat on Darnell. Did she cheat physically? She kissed a man, but it was more emotional cheating. And Tony and Joan and Lynn was trying to explain to her, you need to stop. You need to walk away. Your marriage is at stake. And, all this other stuff. She didn't want to listen. She wanted to hold on to Stan. Well, come to find out, Darnell finds out about Stan, and Darnell, it just broke him to pieces, y'all. He was so broke. He was so hurt. And he's like, listen, we've been together forever since we was little. We started out way too young. If you feel that there is something out there that you need, I have to step back and let you figure that out because obviously you feel that way because you kissed this man after all these years. You know what I mean? And so he had to step back, and it tore him up to do so because this is his wife. This is the girl he loves. Darnell really wasn't dating. Maya was dabbling here and there, but she really wasn't, you know what I mean? Because at first she just kept trying to get Darnell back. But then after she saw that Darnell wasn't really having it because he had to suppress his feelings to be able to step out the way. I need somebody to really hear what I'm saying to you right now. So he had to suppress his feelings to step back so that Maya can do what she needed to do. So then, of course, after that, their marriage, their divorce was final or whatever. And so, Darnell, again, he really wasn't dating. He would see people here and there, but it wasn't anything serious until he met this one female. And, now it done got Maya's attention because now Maya knows, oh, he really cared for this one. I can't be out here playing no more. How can I get my husband back? And so she tried everything she could. Darnell kept, throwing her under the bus and stuff like that. Nonetheless, now he having a bachelor party because he getting ready to marry this chick. And so him and Maya ends up sleeping together at the bachelor party. That done brought up a whole bunch of feelings or whatnot, you know what I mean, between the both of them. So, of course, now they at the wedding, Maya's having a breakdown like, I know that man loved me, you know what I mean? He been playing crazy all this time. We done been separated and divorced, but I know can't nobody make me feel no different. I know he loved me. Why is he doing this to me? And so, when they leave out, they in the parking lot of the church where Darnell and this other chick is standing at the altar about to get married. Y'all hear me at what I'm saying to you. And so William and Joan ran out to go help Maya. And, Joan and William was like, okay, we can ready to take you home. We gonna take care of you. It's all good. Maya's going on and on and on. It's kind of like she having a nervous breakdown because, this is the man she loved. This is all she really know, her heart and her spirit. This is all she know. And so then look up, Darnell done came out the church. And so he's now confessing his feelings for her as he's standing in his tux. And so after he confesses, he hugs her, he kisses her, then the bride ends up running out and it cuts off at that scene or whatever. Listen, I need y'all to understand something. What God has joined together, nobody can separate. Not no demon, not no spirit, not no devil in hell. What God has joined together, no man can separate, because only God's will shall prevail. Not our will, not the spouse's will, not the counterfeit's will. Only God's will shall prevail. And I need you guys to understand, it doesn't matter what it looks like. Stop looking at stuff and start seeing what God has shown you. What you need to understand in this hour is God is doing a great work in all of these people, including us. And I need y'all to also understand that God will use a certain situation and turn it around for your good. And I know a lot of people is like, how having sex with Maya, at his bachelor party, that was wrong. Yes, it was wrong. God is not in the midst of that mess, but he can use it to do whatever it is that he needs to do to be able to allow his will to prevail. So here is the thing, you guys. You also not only need to keep praying for the person that you're standing for your spouse, but you also need to pray for the counterfeit. Because here is the thing, not all counterfeits are truly counterfeits. I need y'all to hear what I'm saying, because here again, so many people are standing and waiting for God to be God in their life and bring their person into their life, to where some of these counterfeits are standing just like us, like, dang, is this truly my husband? Lord, I finally found somebody good. So they're going with the flow just as we would. But I need you to also understand that there are counterfeits out here that is coming with only the work of the enemy, that they are coming to try to separate you and your spouse. They are coming in to try to cause turmoil and, disobedience. So you have to stay in the presence and the will of God so that God will show you how to pray in these instances. Because again, not every counterfeit is sent by the enemy. They're just standing. They have no idea that the enemy could be setting them up with somebody else. That's just like, when I shared with you guys about the other guy that's been trying to talk to me. He's not a bad dude. He ain't a bad looking dude. He's in church. He teaches Bible study. You see what I mean? That he's not a bad dude, but he's a counterfeit to me, because that's not my husband. He's somebody else's husband. And this is what so many are going through right now. So you pray for the counterfeit as well. Don't hold nothing in your heart against that individual that he's with, because unless the Lord shows you that that person comes because they have, instructions from the enemy to do this. And if that is the case, you ask God to reveal what you need to pray and how you need to pray. What do you need to break off their lives? All that good stuff. But if God is showing you that they're standing just like you and they've made a mistake, just as you have before, pray for their heart. Pray that God will send their person to them. We get so caught up in the word counterfeit, we immediately assume it's the enemy, but sometimes it's not. So keep standing for your spouse. Continue to pray for them. Also pray for the counterfeit, because if they have to pull away, can you imagine that their hearts as well? How hurtful that would be for them, because they're standing too. So just know that only God's will shall prevail in your life. Y'all have a good day.